Welcome back to AVCA. I'm Allie, and if you're new here, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. It really helps out my channel. So I wanted to do something a little different today. I wanted to share some of my film-related pickups that I got recently for Christmas and for my birthday that just passed last month. So that's what I'm going to do today. There might be something that you like, and also a couple discount codes, so stick around. So the first thing I want to share with you guys, of course, is a new camera that I got for my birthday. It was actually a present for myself. Lately, I've been trying out different rangefinder cameras because I found that I focus better than I do with my SLRs. Every time I was researching different rangefinders out there, I kept running into the Leica. And there is some toxicity around the Leica brand in certain circles, and you hear a lot of things like that. But also at the same time, you hear about a lot of talent, and a lot of my favorite photographers used a Leica, so I just really wanted to know what all the hype was about. So when I saw the Leica M2 up for sale on KEH, I couldn't pass it up, and I don't think I've put this camera down since I got it. I have shot with it probably more than with my Nikon F, and that's saying a lot. Now, it is not by any means necessary to get a Leica camera to enjoy film photography, obviously. If you have the chance to shoot with one of these cameras, I definitely recommend it because it is unlike any camera that I've shot with, and it is really well made. So definitely, if you can, try a Leica. So next I wanted to share a couple of film related accessories that I picked up. One of the accessories, of course, I had to get for my Leica is the Artisan Obscura soft shutter button because without that, the shutter button is pretty low, and for me it just felt uncomfortable. Every time I would go to press the button, it just felt uncomfortable. I'm used to shooting with a soft shutter button on all of my Nikon F cameras. I have the walnut color one, and it also comes with a matching hot shoe cover, but I have my meter here, so I'm not using that on this camera right now. What's cool about Artisan Obscura, their products are made of wood and sometimes recycled skateboards, things like that, and they come in these wooden cases to hold them. It's a really nice presentation, really nice company. I reached out to them, told them I was going to be doing this review. They were nice enough to give me a discount code for you guys, so if you guys want to try soft shutter button and a hot shoe cover, they gave me the code AVCA25 and you'll get 25% off your purchase. I'll put the code down in the description below along with a link to their website so that you can try it out. But yeah, that's the second thing that I wanted to recommend to you guys. Really nice, really soft. It makes a big difference for me. The second accessory I wanted to show you guys was a film canister. Now you guys probably heard about these. And the reason I picked these up was because I had gotten Japan Camera Hunter film cases a couple Christmases ago, and they made a big difference when I was going out and shooting out in the field. Not have to have the boxes with me, the film boxes, was a big help. So I saw these go up for sale, and they're made by a company called Reto, R-E-T-O, which is a licensee of Kodak, and they made these retro style film canisters, and they're metal. So they're a little bit heavier than the Japan Camera Hunter ones. You could fit your film in there. It's kind of hard to see because it's black, but it's got that totally 1960s, 1950s retro Kodak look to it, and I just couldn't pass it up. I just really like the look of it. But the price difference might not be worth it to you. This is totally like a nostalgic purchase. These are 25 bucks a piece, and I think Japan Camera Hunter for 35mm canisters are like $13. So, but I think they're really cool. So again, everything I'm going to mention in this list will be linked below. Okay, the next item I wanted to share with you guys was also for my Leica. But also for my other cameras too as well, and that is the Voigtlander VC II. And I had researched all different meters that could go on your hot shoe. I picked this one because it got the most vintage look, and I think it went the best with my Leica. Personally, that's just a personal opinion. I do like the way that you take the exposure reading. It's reminiscent of a lot of my old vintage cameras that have built-in meters, so I personally liked this way. I didn't want to get a digital meter to go with an old Leica. You know, this Leica is from the 50s, and it's really really worked really well for me. I've really enjoyed using it, and I think it goes really well on my Leica. And it comes in silver or black, so depending on which camera you're going to put it on, you can get a silver one or a black one. You can buy them on B&H or even Amazon for the same price. So I'll leave a link. It's an affiliated link. If you do decide to purchase one and you use that link that I leave down below for Amazon, a small commission will go to me and this channel, and that really helps me out. So the next big category that I wanted to share with you guys is camera straps. Now, I think it's very important to find a good camera strap for your cameras, especially if you're investing a good amount of money in a camera like a Leica. You're investing in these cameras because they are an antique, basically, that you're going to be using. So you want it to be safe, you want it to be comfortable around your neck, around your shoulder, and that was a big deal for me because I do have neck problems, back problems, lots of problems. So I was trying out different types of straps. So the first strap I tried out was the Sailor Strap Skinny Jimmy, and this was just a strap I had found on B&H, and I wanted to try the rope style straps because I heard that they were somewhat comfortable, but I had a pretty bad experience with B&H when I bought it. I ordered the olive color strap, and twice they kept sending me the khaki color. In the end, they made it right and gave me this one for free. What attracted me to it was this leather part here that goes around your lugs, and that protects the camera from any metal scratching it and things like that. I liked that feature of this strap. Now, the rope part itself, it's not as soft as some other ones I've used, but it is heavy duty, and I have it on my Nikon F, which is a heavy camera, so it's worked pretty well for the Nikon F, so check those out. I'll leave a link to those. These are $50 on B&H, but I'll leave a link to eBay, and on eBay you can buy them for like $15. And right here, this is actually real leather, so I think $15 for a camera strap is actually pretty reasonable. So again, if you want to try one of these out, there'll be a link below to that, and those come in different colors other than the khaki. So the next rope style strap I wanted to share with you guys is a very famous brand I've been hearing a lot about, and I was excited to get this strap, and these are made by Hyperion. Now, Hyperion is in Greece, and what's different about this one from the Sailor strap is this is made with soft acrylic, and you get to pick your colors and your combination of colors. I picked blue and white, and you also get to pick the color of the rope that goes here, and I picked burgundy. I really liked this color combination. I was just trying something new. What I like about this one is it hangs down, so it doesn't get in the way when I'm trying to hold the camera and reach my shutter button, whereas the Jimmy strap, and it may be different on each camera because the lugs may be located in different spots on different cameras, but the Jimmy strap, I have to push down to get to my shutter button, which may not be a big problem for you, but when it's around your neck, you gotta hold it down like that, and this kind of gets in your way a little bit, so you have to kind of push it down, and that does start to wear on the leather a little bit. That was what I liked about the Hyperion strap, and they're actually very affordable. This was $18, and I think these are really unique, and I really recommend these. So again, there'll be a link to their website directly down below. Now, the final strap I wanted to share with you guys, this leather strap that I got from Clever Supply. Now, what I love about this strap is that it's soft leather, so it's not stiff. I have other straps that I've gotten in the past that were made of leather, and they were really stiff, and it was hard to break them in. This one didn't need to be broken in because it's already really soft. I really like that. Again, kind of like the Hyperion strap, I like that this hangs down like this, hangs flat, so it doesn't get in the way of the shutter button. That's really nice. And it also comes with these protective pieces to go around your lugs as well, so it protects the camera. And this was the simple minimal strap, and I reached out to them for a code as well for you guys, and they gave me a code for 10% off. So if you do go purchase something at checkout, use the code 10OFF, TENOFF. I'll leave it down in the description, so maybe go give one a try. I highly recommend these straps, they're really nice. So next on the list is a camera lens. I got a new camera, so of course I had to get a lens to go with it. So when I got my Leica, I bought the Leica, and you know, they're expensive. I was hoping that I could use my Leica thread mount 50mm Canon lens on the Leica for a while until I could save up for something affordable. I don't know if there's a such thing, but I was hoping I could have some time to save up for it. But unfortunately, the adapter that I used to put the Leica thread mount lens on my Leica got stuck, and I freaked out and I thought it was going to break my camera, so that was it. I said I have to break down and buy a lens. I did some research and I settled for the Voigtlander Nokton Classic, and it is the 35mm f1.42, and I got the multi-coated one because I read that if you're going to shoot color film, you need the multi-coated one because it will add contrast to the picture, whereas the single-coated one might be more suitable for people who only shoot black and white. I highly recommend this lens. I love it. It's compact. It was one of the more affordable lenses for the Leica M mount. So I'll leave a affiliated link down below if you do want to purchase one of those lenses. So that brings us to the final category of my recent pickups, and this is one I hope to share with you guys more often, and that is some photo books. One of the #1 things that I always ask for, or probably the only thing I ever ask for my birthdays or for Christmas, is a photo books. I have way too many. So the first 2 photo books I'm going to share with you guys is by Christenberry. Recently I found out that he shoots most of his pictures with a Brownie. If you follow me and follow my blog, I happen to have a lot of Kodak Brownie cameras and I shoot with them, and I find it really interesting that a photographer could have had a body of work taken on such a primitive camera. So I was just so excited to get his book, and if you're like me and you like to shoot with these kinds of cameras, these books will definitely give you some ideas and give you some inspiration. So the first book is Christenberry, and that's the title. It's just self-titled. The second book by him is Kodakchromes, and that is his work made with 35mm Kodakchrome slide film. The pictures are so nice. I wish I could shoot with some Kodakchrome. I love his photographs. And again, there will be affiliate links down below if you do want to pick that up. So the next book I wanted to recommend to you guys is Alec Soths' Sleeping by the Mississippi. He is probably my favorite photographer. I have probably most of his photo books. I have Niagara, Songbook, I Know How Furiously Your Heart Is Beating, and now I have Sleeping by the Mississippi, which I got for my birthday. And one thing that draws me to his books so much is the covers. He puts a lot of thought into his covers, and they always have texture to them. Songbook was one of my favorites because of the cover, the texture to it. Inside the book, of course, is full of his beautiful large format photography pictures up and down along the Mississippi River, and I highly recommend this book. Again, link down below for that. Okay, so here's 2 more photography books I have here that I got for my birthday, and these are by Sternfeld. He's another photographer that shoots large format, and his pictures are just so chock full of detail. I needed some inspiration, and his pictures do not disappoint. And his other book that I have is called Stranger Passing, and it's another really big book with his large format photography in it. This is his work from the past in the 90s. I'm so fascinated by portrait photography like this, especially on the street, because I personally don't have the guts to ask anybody, and these kinds of books inspire me to hopefully one day have the guts to do that. If you're wanting to get out there and shoot street photography or photos of people or documentary style photography, definitely pick up Joel Sternfeld's books. So the final item of this video, Don McCullen's Unreasonable Behavior. This is his autobiography. If you follow my website, you might have read my recent article about a man named Lee Dudley. He was a soldier in the Vietnam War, and he just so happened to have a Nikon F camera that he took with him to the war, and he took pictures with it, and I was very, very lucky and grateful to have met this man, and I hope you'll go check that article out because it's one of my favorite articles and the best experience I've had so far in doing all of this in film photography. The reason I bring that up is because Don McCullen was a photojournalist in Vietnam. As you can see, he's got the Nikon F as well. I'm very fascinated by this subject of Vietnam War. I was very excited to pick up his autobiography and find out about his experience and his career shooting pictures over there. I think it's very important that we see these things, especially in America. Alright guys, that's it for my recent pickups and gifts. I hope you guys liked something. I hope you liked this video. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe button. It does help me out a lot. If you guys have an item in particular you want to hear more about and you want me to do an actual video about it, like one of the photo books or one of the straps, let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to make a video for that if that's something you guys want to watch. And of course, until next time, stay motivated and keep shooting.